Come to a little mud puddle in the middle of the field. It has some snakes in there. Two snakes.
Oh, Lord.
So I'll just walk by the snake. I kept going and looking for the horses. Kept walking. I felt something funny. I looked around and I could see that look in his eye. I caught one of them snakes by the tail. Swung it. And he threw it. Wrapped around my neck. Needless to say,
He got that out. That's when you start studying.
I'm 76 years old yesterday. I worked for Integer for 28 years, and I was a musician for 20-some years.
You've always been there for us. You paid for my wedding dress, material for my wedding dress. You came to Oklahoma to give me away. Because Daddy couldn't make it. Love you, appreciate you. Love you.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Hey, coming back.
All right.
When I had this stroke,
It's my last time.
it cut me down. I don't think I can play anymore. I don't believe.
Ain't doing that no more.
It don't rhyme.
Right.
You told her that?
I know that must be devastating. Not being able to do your passion.
No, I don't feel bad.
Feel like you've done all you wanted to do with it.
Yeah, I don't feel bad.
Been knowing Black for, all my life. And I love my cousin. We came to celebrate him today.
I remember Black when he first came back from the service. We were all excited to see our big brother. Oh, he's coming home, he's coming home.
In that uniform.
And so, he was the first one, only one that went to the service. And we was, so proud of him.
He went to the military, then he came back, then he was here for a short time, and then he got married, and he's been living in Lake Charles ever since.
Black has a really good heart. He's an easy person to talk to. He's always there if you need something. I mean, he's like the rock, in this, especially in the Hardaway family. To me, he's the rock of this family.
His Zydeco, that's his heart. That's his pride and his joy. It's his Zydeco music. Fond memory of Black?
Yeah, fond memories.
Fun, I don't know, but all I remember him beating me up. When he'd do something wrong, he'd run like a jackrabbit, we'd call him. And he'd pass underneath the fence, and he'd run, and then Mama said, y'all catch him. Then we had to catch him, and once we'd catch him, and I was the one right next to him, I was pretty fast. And then he turned around and beat me up. He even tear my clothes.
He was a little naughty boy. He was always playing tricks on me and beating me up, as we grew up.
I remember him coming from the service, and he told Daddy if he planted any more cotton that he was going to plow the field. She messing with me. I'm going to tell her something. Leave me alone. Talking about because I cooked some rice.
No, I didn't. I said make you work. I said, no, I'm not cooking no rice.
I work.
Don't take that camera over here.
Get her. That's what she get for opening her mouth. I've been working since I got here. He had a 57 Chevrolet.
She must have went outside.
And we went to the bazaar. It's a Catholic bazaar. And honey, he came home, his car wasn't there. He got mad, he came to the church. And
I don't think he cussed us out, but he talked to my mama, why y'all taking my car without my permission? I'll never forget that. We used to love his cars because he always had fine cars growing up, as we were kids. When I was probably 10th grade, and I actually won Homecoming Queen. And I didn't have an escort, and I needed an escort with a car. And I'm going like, who can I get? And I say, Black. I'm gonna call Black. He had just bought him a brand new Malibu, I think it was. And I called Black and asked him could be my escort because I needed a car to ride on the next day for the parade once we had the... So anyway, make a long story short, it got rained out. The football game got rained out that night, so we didn't get to march. But we did have the parade the next day, and I got to ride on his car, and that was my most favorite moment because I couldn't think of anyone else that would do it besides Black.
I remember I was, 5, 6 years old? He was in Vietnam, and he ordered a bicycle for me, which, you remember the banana bikes came out?
Yes.
Yes. So he, out of all the bicycles where we was raised, he got me one.
Really?
Yes.
14 siblings, 9 girls and 5 boys. And it was a hoot. It took a huge cornbread to feed us all.
He married my sister, and they gave us nieces and nephews. So they gave us a good family. And he's a good person, and my sister loved him. So that made it good.
A damn good father to his kids, and I saw it, and now in the later years, I'm actually like a son figure, if you will, to him as well.
A very strong mentor, and pretty much he's the one that said, hey, you need to go and do your own thing. Do you. And he's always been good about that with all of us, everybody. Hey, if that's what you do, don't just do it, but do the best you can do.
And I remember one night, they had a big dance out there in the country, and they were filming. These people from out of state came and filmed. The guy named was Alan Lomax, very popular guy. And they was interviewing him, and they said, they asked him if he could play that song just like his daddy, the one that's called Bonsoir Moreau. He said, yeah, I can play it just like it. And the man was startled, and they were like, what? He said it with confidence, Yeah, I play it just like it.
I used to be his babysitter when Sean and Erica was little. And the most fun part about it was when we were young and we were kids, we would get out of hand. And so his discipline action was he would get a bushel of okra, and he would make us cut it, or we had to shell peas as a form of our punishment. So to this day, I don't cut okra and I don't shell peas.
My dad used to travel a lot, of course, performing and stuff like that. So I spent a lot of time here.
Growing up, I always looked forward to coming to Lake Charles because I know I was going to see Uncle Black.
We just lived right there down the street, and he used to ride them on his bike and take them wherever they were going to go get ice cream or things because we were so close.
I grew up just down the street here, so literally just right there, just riding bikes down here and hanging out with my uncle and him taking us to the fair back in the day and go and get a hamburger. That was always a big treat. Just lots of good times, man. Always good to have him around, and he was just like a second father to me.
He used to bring me all kind of good gifts from Vietnam. And my favorite one was this aqua blue silk pajama set he brought home for me. And that's my fondest memory.
He would send his check to help us through school. And when I would come to visit, he would always make sure I had transportation to get around or pick me up at the airport. He was the best brother. He was there for the family.
And one of my fondest memory was, I don't want to get emotional.
It's okay.
When my mom died, I remember he was already in the hospital room by the time we got there. And he was on the other side of the bed. And he came to me and he hugged me and said, everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. And I remember it's like, oh my gosh, the Godfather hugged me. That was my first hug from the Godfather, because we call him the Godfather.
My uncle's like a father figure to me. And I'm one of the family members who got the talent, but he got caught up, you know, and they said that was one that almost got away. But my Uncle Black told me years ago, he said, you know, your mama told me that I should have took you under my umbrella and kind of helped raise you. And I just wish he would have done that, because I feel that if he would have, then I'd be farther along way than where I am now. But I'm good, you know, I'm making it, but you understand.
He always was the protector. He made sure everything was good. If you needed something, he was always there. He was always willing to teach you whatever you needed to know. By me just growing up, I always wanted to be like Uncle Black. I wanted to learn how to do this, how to play the music, how to do this and do that. So, yeah, that's one of the best things that I love about him.
Oh, man, his knowledge. He got so much knowledge, man. You know, music and talent, mechanic, you know, a little bit of everything.
The fondest memory, I think, is whenever the Mardi Gras was at the Hobby Temple. And as little kids, we would run around there, and he was playing, or he was organizing, and everybody, all the family was at the Hobby Temple. It was really a good memories that I have of him just being in control, in charge.
He's strong. He's a provider. He's a lover. He's a giver. Even though sometimes he won't say it or show it, but he'll show it in his own way. But he loves and he gives to those people that he loves. Unconditionally.
He had answers to problems, and he just made things happen. Yeah, he made things happen.
He's a loving person, and he loves the crowd. And I guess being the thing that he is, a musician, he has to love a lot of people, So he was special for me.
A man of his word. If he said he was going to do something, he'll do something. If you called him, if you needed him, he'd be there. He's definitely a family man, big time. Whether it's the immediate family, extended family, or friends who become family.
I remember one of his stories, and he tells it every now and then, when he got drafted to go to Vietnam. He went out there, and he was sending his money home. And so he did his tour, and when he got home, he said, "Mom, Dad, where's my money?" They had spent his money, His parents were real poor. So, they needed the money. But he told me the story, and I thought about it. The money wasn't wasted. But God blessed him tremendously. Great job. Took care of his family well. Always had new cars, new trucks, nice clothes. Didn't want for anything. He never got mad and talked bad on his mom and dad. It's just something that happened, but God watched him. And the Bible talks about honoring your parents and helping people. He's been blessed. Got his own house. Had a good run with the music. Very, very successful. You can't say anything bad about him. You could, but it doesn't stick. He's a take charge kind of guy. He shows a lot of leadership. And now he's in the sundown age, we call it. The sun is going down on him, but he had a good life. We rejoice in his life. He did well. Well done. He can enter his rest. What can we say? A great guy. And he did it the right way. He had his ups and downs, but very successful. Very, very successful.
His ability to, I guess, not only communicate, but get along with people. That's a rare quality these days. And his musicianship has always been top-notch. And his professionalism, as far as like running a band and being involved with the other members of the band is I would say, in the top notch.
since Sean and I have been together, he has really treated me like a daughter, you know, like a second daughter. And whenever my husband was doing a lot of traveling for music, he would make sure that I was fine when I stayed home, that I had everything that I need. And one particular time, well, 2 times, he had to come and see about me. On I-10 was the first time coming home from work, because I worked in Texas, and my car stopped on I-10, and he came see about me then. And then another time when south of town where we lived, my transmission act up, and he came and see about me, made sure I had a tow truck and all that. And that's, yeah, man, that made me feel so good, you know, that he cared enough about me to make sure that I was good while Sean was on the road.
One of the best moments I probably had with him, we was doing some work on one of his Mardi Gras trailers. We both out there working, sweating, welding. He was like, man, you know how to weld? I said, yeah, man, I got this. You sure? But him and my grandfather reminds me so much of each other together. So he trusted me, all right, gave me the hood, gave me the wand, everything, man. He looked at that well, oh yeah, that's good, that's good. Man, I wound up in that stuff for about 2 days welding. He just stepped back, man, let me do what I do. He's always been a sound, solid person, man, loving and caring. He has his own, he has a way of loving you and disconnecting from you at the same time, man. A lot of people won't say that, but I'm gonna be honest about it. It's a gift, because it goes back to that tough love. If he love you, you will know it. He may not come out and tell you, but you definitely feel it, man. It might give you a little wisdom, a little guidance. Hey, man, well, if I was you, I'd do this, or I'd do that. Now, it's on you if you go take that little jewel that he gave you and use it, man. But, man, Mr. Black, I always been solid, man. I remember my mama gave me this car, man, that 93 Toyota Corolla. You remember that, Ma? Mm-hmm. Hey, bro, I ain't had no money to go get that joker fixed. I had to call him, get a loan. I say, hey, man, Mr. Black, I'm in a bind. I need a little something if you can help me out. Well, what you need? I told him. Had to get the front end done. It was the motor mounts and everything like that done. Hey, he was all right. Come pick it up. Well, I know you're working. Just whenever you get paid, make sure I got me. He made sure of that.
It's a blessing having somebody that kind of knows a little bit about everything. You know, he's been in the music industry. He's been in the refinery industry. He knows how to work with his hands. He knows how to cook. He knows how to do almost anything that you think you want to know. That's the man to call. He knows about cars. He knows about money. He knows about everything. It's the knowledge. It's the knowledge that I was always appreciative and fond of.
I was scheduled to work, and he always wanted to know what my schedule was. And that particular day, I decided, I don't think I'm going to go to work today. And so I was asleep, and he never comes down. He never came down the hall to my room. And he came down, and he knocked on the door, and whenever I opened, he said, hey, he said, don't you have to work today? I said, no. I said, I'm not going. He said, why, you sick? I said, no, you're going. And I'm like, what do you mean? I called him already and said, I don't have to go. I'm not going. He says, no, you're going. You're not sick. You made a commitment. You're going. And that is a lesson that I have taken with me my whole life.
There was a tumultuous period in which, it wasn't so fond and it wasn't such a pleasant situation. God showed me that I had to come to him and ask him for forgiveness and forgive him for everything in the middle of it. I'm being real on this. So I came and I said, hey, I need to call you because I realized that I thought I had forgiven him, but I hadn't. So I came here and I was like, hey, I said, I just want to let you know that, I forgive you for everything, and please forgive me if I was ever disrespectful. If I ever crossed the line, look, but I want you to know that I forgive you. He said, for what? So then we kept talking, and as I was telling him for what, he started getting sick. So he got sicker and sicker until at one point he was on the floor in a big ball, curled up. Like he just, what's wrong? I don't know. I just feel, I said, well, look, don't worry about it. Look, I just want to let you know that I love you, and I wanted to make sure that we were good and we were good, with everything. So let me walk you to the bed. So I walked him to the bed, and I said, "Do you want me to pray for you?" And Mama said, "Yes," from the living room. "Yes." And so I laid hands on him, and prayed. And then he said, and before I walked out, he said, "I love you." I said, "I love you too, Daddy." And I walked. He said, "No, hey, I love you." And I was like, "I love you too, Daddy." So we walked out, and then about 15 minutes later, he comes back out popping. He said, "You all right?" He said, "Yeah, it was when you touched me, my whole body got hot, and I felt good, but I laid down just in case." And from that point on, he wasn't sick for like 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And so that was another point in our relationship that brought us to this point, to where now if I don't call after a few days, he's like, "Hey, but what's going on?"
Oh man, having a good time, drinking, cutting up. He's always a funny guy,
Say that one more time. This is the gentleman's drink. And you say,
I don't know what a gentleman's is. Just the drink.
that's it.
And no, you always had nice trucks. God dog it. Tennessee whiskey. I always did like the vehicles you had. And that inspired me. You always said, man, if you're going to do it right. And I was always a Chevy man, a GM man. Just like you end up around a boat. Y'all both GMs and Chevy me. That was a big inspiration to me. And that's all I drive now. GMC and Chevy. You can't give me nothing else.
Proud of you.
But anyway, no, it was good. It was a pleasure to come for you. And even though Sean was last minute calling me, I want to give you this here, as an appreciation for your birthday and for all you did for me.
Wow.
I want to thank you for everything you did. That's me again.
Take that back here.
I just appreciate the little things. I remember you taking me and my sister to the fair and buying us a candy apple. And just
I couldn't afford it that day.
teamwork make the dream work, baby. But
you know that's not true.
But it was little things like that, and I'll never forget something you said, and I said that on camera, but a long time ago when the band would come here and we getting ready for a show, somebody was saying something about that they got in trouble at the job or this and that, and you said, if you're always doing the right thing, nobody can ever mess with you.
Amen.
That's words that I've lived by, and it's carried me through all the success through my life, so I appreciate you and I love you, and I wish you all the best.
This is serious talk. Everybody know I worked hard to buy my house. Hard. A couple of years back, I almost lost my house. I was so far back in taxes. Said they was sending me letters. I had to go. And he came. And they put that money up for me. They put all that money up for me. And they asked me to repay them or nothing. And I kept my house because of them. I finished paying for my house, and thank you, Jesus, I paid for it. But if it wouldn't have been for them in them 7-8 months, I'd be out of my house. So I thank y'all and Joanne and my godfather. I'm gonna love y'all for that forever and ever. I hope I paid y'all back. I don't know if I paid y'all back.
I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, and from my siblings. You were there for my mom, and I remember my mom saying that if anything happened, you call my brother. I'm in Oklahoma. She said, if anything happens, she said, black and Joanne know what to do. And he was her point of contact. If she would fall or something would happen, they would ring his phone. And you didn't have to do that to have her back, but you chose to do that. And that was one of the reasons why when I heard about this celebration, I wanted to be here, because the Bible says we give honor where honor is due. Amen. That's the word. And I give him honor because he took care of my mama. And he kept a legacy going and continued to go. And so on behalf of my mother, your sister, Uncle, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And it also says everybody should have a testimony. Everybody should be jumping up to say, because here it is. You give flowers before they go under. You give it now, because afterwards he won't be able to hear it. That's right. So you know, God is good, and I thank God for giving you longevity. And once again, Uncle, I love you, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I had you. We had our 15-minute talks when I'm going to a show. Hey, what you got going on? This is what I want to do, this, that, and other. All right? I tell you what, go get a plant degree. Guess what I did? I went and got a plant degree. You told me to look around. Look what I got out here. I did it. The music gonna be there. You get your job, Lyndon. You get your career. Did I always fall back to the music? That music gonna be there. I had you. I had Uncle Ronald. Uncle Ronald, no. He still to this day. You better find you this. You better find that.
And so when I figured out that he is not the person I wanted him to be, and I started relating to him as the person that he is, our relationship has now become one of the most beautiful things in my life. I serve my dad. I'm here all the time, and I want him to listen better, and I be praying for him. I be praying for him to listen better. Hey, but listen, what I want y'all to know is, on Tuesday I got my 4th Grammy nomination. Wait. But this is what I want you to applaud for. Well, God, I mean, I was mad, y'all. I was mad for years. God, I was mad for years. Oh, and what God showed me was He paid for us to go to the studio. I learned on the job. He believed in me so much that He paid. I said we need to record. He said, go do it. He complained the whole time. he talked about, but I learned on the job. I learned how to get it. I learned how to make it happen. You know, deadline, I'm doing the same thing with my son. You know, I'm like, hey, I need you to do this. Do it now. And I did the same thing with Trey and with Lyndon. It's a process, but what it is, I realized that I am who I am because He put me through the thing that He didn't even know He was putting me through.
All right now.
He didn't even know He was training me up to be the person that I am today.
I just want to say, Black, you was a good brother anyway. You'd beat me up, you know, when you was younger, but now come up to me and see if I won't try to beat you.
Black, I want you to know I love you. And you know what family means to me? You know what you mean to me. You've always been there for us. I will always be there for you, no matter what. And we consider, you know what we do, we love each other. And like Mama always said, she always was worried about when she closed her eyes, the family wouldn't be together. But, you know, we kept her a living, wish she was a family person, and that's just what she wanted us to do, and I want us to continue. No matter what happened to us, this generation would keep on to loving one another.
We love you. We'll be here for you as long as we can. Just hold on, bud. We got your back.
Well, Black, I'm the youngest. I just want to say a happy, blessed birthday, and I want to say I love you. You're my big brother, and I always will, and hope God will continue blessing you with your health and that you'll be with us a long time. Because we're glad that you're here and we're glad we're all here together to honor you today.
Florence Black Niggin Hardware. Love you with all my heart. I wish you well from now until. And it's great to be in your family. And may the Lord bless you.
Hey, Black, happy birthday, and I'm glad that I made it to your birthday dinner. And I hope you have many more birthdays to come. And happy 76th birthday. Love you.
Now, Uncle, love you, man. Appreciate you, all your words of wisdom throughout the years. I'll never forget one year we were talking about doing the right thing. And somebody had gotten let go from a job, and you said something that's always stuck with me. You said, if you're always doing the right thing, they could never mess with you. And it's always stuck with me. I try to keep that attitude and that mentality in every job and everything that I've ever done, and I always appreciate that, and I appreciate you looking out for me through all these years. I love you and I appreciate you.
Godfather, I love you. Hope you have many, many more years. Hey, life is short. Enjoy life while you can, because we only have one life to live, and live your life while you can. Love you.
I want to say happy birthday, Godfather. I'm glad you're still here. I'm proud to be your goddaughter. You taught me a lot in life, and I love you.
Uncle Black, I want to wish you a very happy birthday from Morris and myself and my family. We thank God for you. We thank you for watching over my mom when she was here with us. You are truly a great man, and a man that we will admire for years to come. And we pray to Father many blessings for you to come.
Uncle Black, I appreciate your life. I appreciate everything you've done for the community, the family. I love you and wish you many, many more. And I think before I start crying, I'm gonna just say goodbye with that one.
Okay, big boy, that's what I call you. I appreciate you. You are one of the strongest and smartest man that I ever been around. That's why you are my idol, and I love you for that. Uncle Black, God bless you. I thank God for you. And again, thank you for all that you've done for our family. Thank you for what you're doing. And no matter what, you'll never be forgotten. And if you ever need me, I'm here. Love you.
I love you, and I wish many more years, many more experiences and fond memories to come for me and you and everybody else in the family. Love you so much.
Let's say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, and hope you have many more.
Many, many more.
In Jesus' name.
Yes.
Thanks.
Uncle Black, I want to wish you a happy birthday and a very full life that you have lived. And I want to thank you for the opportunities and love that you've given me in the music business, but also as a family, an uncle, and a mentor. I love you, and God bless you.
Well, Uncle Black, we love you. Appreciate all you did for the family. Appreciate all your talks. And I remember when I was leaving for the Marines, you pulled me aside and said, boy, listen to what them people tell you. Don't go there and act stupid, you know. And I did 7 years in there. We even went to one war, the Desert Storm War in 1991. You know? The whole time I would think about that, you know. And I had a good tour. And you're a great man. And you're still here, and you're not gone yet. We don't know how many years you got left, but thank God for these 76 years. And you lived a lot longer than a lot of people. And you're still going on. So God bless you, and God keep you, man.
Hey, man, you know, it's not over until it's over. And I would appreciate it if you would just hang in there and try harder, you know, just push a little bit harder, you know, because I love you, you know, I need you. You know, you're my right hand. And, you know, just don't quit. Don't quit. And, you know, and I'm hoping and believing that we'll have any more years together.
All right, Uncle. Shit, you know you're the man. We there for you, bro. Whatever you need, man, just holler. You know, especially me, I'm there for you, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Ooh, Black. You have been so important to me all of my life. I enjoy spending time with you, talking about the past, the future. And I honestly have to say I thank you for introducing me to Adam. Without that, I would not have Joyce. So, like I said, you're just important to me. I love you. I want the best for you. So I have enjoyed watching you come back to the Black that I know. I mean, just fun, happy, just always there.
I just want to say, hey, Uncle Black, I love you so much. I'm glad I was able to come. I had class on yesterday, and I said I wasn't going to come, but I came. You know, I'm trying to get my bachelor's degree in nursing and bachelor's in science. So I just wanted to come show you the love, tell you I love you. I'm glad that you're still here. I wish my grandmother, your sister, was still here to celebrate your birthday with you as well. You take care, and I will always love you, Uncle Black. Love, AJ.
Uncle Black, I love you, and I want you to continue to trust in God and be around here for all of us.
Well, it's been an interesting ride, Black. You and I have always saw things basically through the same lens as far as what the music is consisted of over the years and what it has turned into. And I'm glad I had you with your background to share my music trip along the way. And it certainly helped me out over the years getting to get the right information, first of all. And second, just a good friend to hang out with.
Dad, I just want to wish you a happy 76th birthday. It is a blessing to be here to celebrate you. I thank you for taking me into the family, me and mine, into the family, and always treating us like family. And it's been amazing. You know, you've been like a second dad to me, and I am really, really thankful and grateful for that. So, happy birthday.
So, Mr. Black, happy birthday. Many more to come. Many, many more to come, man. No, we love you. We cherish you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate you for being who you are. It's a blessing to be in your presence. It's a blessing to know you. It's a blessing to be under your umbrella, man. We love you, and I'm out.
Hey, Unc, happy birthday. I guess in the end, man, I just want to say thank you for being you. Thank you for always giving me tidbits. Thank you for always giving me knowledge. I'm appreciative more than you know of our little talks. Even when we came over here before a show, even if I seen you somewhere, you came to Mama house, you came anywhere, it's always something. And I love you. And once again, happy birthday.
Black, I would just like to wish you a happy 76th birthday, and may God bless you with many more.
Black, I want to say happy birthday to you. I really enjoyed this today. It's really nice. I wish you many, many more. I love you, cuz.
Black, I thank you for all the fun memories we had all of our lives. I think you're going to have a lot more. I don't know why everybody thinking this is your last birthday, but no, I don't believe that. I believe you're going to be here a long time. You're doing so much better, and I'm very, very proud of you. You're pushing hard, and you're taking care of yourself, and I love you, and just keep on doing it.
Daddy, I love you. I hope that I have many, many more years to share with you. Happy birthday.
Daddy, I love you. You know, I really thank you for doing stuff doing all the things you've done for me, and I didn't realize it, but the producer and artist and everything that I am, like I said, we had the fights and the tracas and all that stuff like that, but everything made me who I am today. I'm a self-starter. I don't need help. I accept help, but I don't need help to get started and finish. And you paid for me to learn on the job. I learned how to produce, write, and record on the job. You started that process out. So I thank you. And now here I am, 4 Grammy nominations later, going for the win, and I have you to thank for it.
Now, if he gets the Grammy, it's over.
So?
Oh, yeah, it's over. Because he's not gonna give up. Like right now, that Grammy is the most important thing right now for him. For me, it never did nothing. For Chris, it never did nothing. But he is, hey. So we'll find out in a few days what's gonna happen.
Yep, we already have the nomination and everything, and hopefully he wins. I think he deserves it. He put so much work into.
With that LSU thing, he did. So, but you just never know.
Yeah.
I hope it is.
I do too.